Hello, and welcome to my first look at Disco Simulator, here during the Steam Next Fest. Let's get into a game here. We only have one option in the demo. It appears there may be even more people in the full game, but we should start with extra money and we can sell equipment for full price. A banker turned club owner. We only have one option for a club, small, diverse clientele, and we are aiming to organize a concert to make it there. And since we are Martha here, let's be Martha's Vineyard. Seems the exact opposite of club. We're going for irony here. That's what we're going for. So, we're going to have to build ourselves a little club here, enough to attract, a DJ of at least some reputation to come do a show. And hopefully that'll draw in a bunch of people, we'll make a bunch of money, we'll be very, very happy with that. So, let's see what we got here. Click the start button, right? Standard conditions more. I had to, even though I couldn't do a full thing. Okay, here are all here. Basically, you have all the time during the day to do stuff you want with the club, and then there. Okay, so here's our club. Not much, but it's ours. First thing I want to do is I am going to make me, just a very simple bathroom here. I could do a second one, but I think one's enough. And how this has to work. So people can wait in line for. All right, perfect. And we're gonna come here. We're gonna do some walls. We're gonna build those. That and come here. Door. Not a door. All right. And we also here want to. We need a space for a person to clean that. We're gonna take a cleaner station. Uh, like that and that. That's unsightly. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some walls here. Can we not? Okay, we're gonna move the cleaner station then. Maybe we'll expand the bathroom one day. Leave that as a space to expand the bathroom too. And then what we're also going to need to put in is, in terms of station, a security station. Let's see. There. Right there. That's security for us. And that security station will house apparently bodyguards, kind of like bouncer bodyguards in this game. Okay. Really? Why can't you? Okay. Let's see. Rotate like that. Come walls. Why won't that work? Too close to the entranceway? Just won't let me do that close. Probably the. Okay. Oh well. Alright. That's the case. Demolish that because you don't have what I'm going for. That we're gonna put that all the way there. I'm gonna build all. This will be our little staff area for go. Little door into our staff area. It's the bathroom area, staff area. Then, you know, as the other things we need in stations, we're going to need bartending stations. Now, there are like, the ironic part is there are like like actual bars, but they don't help you. All you need is these bartending stations. So it's a little kind of annoying. So there we go. And do that. There we go. Bartending station. And we are, before we get to that, are going to need a DJ base. If we don't have a DJ base, we won't be able to get any sort of DJ to come and, you know, do a show. So we have to that. And then those are regular. So we want dance floors at the moment. Because where you gotta dance, it's a dance floor. Can't dance on regular floors. It has to be dance floors in this game. We're gonna do a little bit of a we're gonna do those as dance floors. It's gonna be a giant, colorful death spiral. Alright. So there we go. Got these. But we also need places, you know, for people to sit, rest, and drink, and, you know, have a nice little, you know, something or other. So let's come over here to a sofa. Let's put some sofas right there. That'll be nice. We may make some areas over here. The other thing I want to do is I can change the floors here to make them nicer. This also adds visual appeal. My place. Visual appeal is important. A DJ does not want to come place that looks only so-so. Alright. So now we want to got all the stations, but still I think need a little bit more rest furniture. Let's come to like a small table here. There. Chair wise. And no. This is good enough. Then maybe come to like a plant here. Some wall. Ooh, lights. Lights are nice, but expensive. Let's see. Bar segments. See, bar segments don't help you other than making things look nice. Let's see. Maybe we make the wall decor. There we go. No. Other than like doing a not feel. Well, maybe that would be cool in the bathroom. To there we go. Turn the bathroom to this kind of floors. It all consistent. Okay. There we go. Well, let's go to staff. Bartenders. And apparently they work for free. Got 2 bartenders. Got a bodyguard. Hire up to 2 bouncers. And a cleaner. Only need 1 cleaner. Cleaners. Guards. We have a bodyguard station with a. There we go. Alright, so we start the evening. Got ourselves a nice little place. And there's not necessarily nothing to do during the night. We can speed people's entry into our club by assisting our employees. Bouncers get us the money. Begin with. Keep admitting people into the club. So there's a quarrel here. Now you can either manually solve it, or you can send out one of your employees. And the employee will deal with it. Now when you manually deal with it, it's next time something comes up, I'll show you what it is. Lots of people want to get in our club here. Okay, so here this would be a cleaner problem. We can manually do it by simply spending 15 seconds of our time just holding down this button. That's it. We're just holding the button. And voila, problem solved. So, you know, double quarrels. People aren't getting their drinks. People aren't getting their drinks. I'm not getting money. And there is there's music to this. There's EDM music if you want. There's another bartender right here who would be happy to serve you. And we go to 6 a.m. There's no speeding this up. There's simply clicking on the circles as they come up to move things further along. Drink on. Toilet. Send the cleaner. go. I don't know why you're coming in here. I mean, can't. I don't know why you would. Things going. Now, the one amazing thing about these water closets, you don't need sinks. Everyone simply comes here for, or maybe they're like those Japanese toilets that have the sink in the top of the commode, so the water you use to wash your hands um, is also the water that then goes into the commode. Something like that. Oh, get in full process through. No, I do not like that. I'm gonna make things here. Okay, so we're not getting any sort of reputation. That's sad. We need reputation. See if I can't, like, maybe if I add some plants. Frost roses. There we go. That will make that nicer. And you an emergency backup. There you go. You can have a line of one. May hire another bodyguard. Don't have another clean station, but that should be okay. Start the disco. Go through another evening. So after you do your first night, but there's not a lot else to do during the day or during the night. So I wish there was something, like they're having resolve situations. It's click and hold a button. And that's not super interesting gameplay. I rather just like be simulate the night. If there's something you want to do with me as the manager, and just say, okay, manager, where are you focusing your time tonight? Making sure things are clean and safe, or making sure security's tight, making sure things are clean, making sure the bar is well stocked, making sure that people get through the front door. Those are all things, and you could like have it distribute 25, 25, 25, but maybe you want to run a little lighter on, you know, security. And so you'll spend more of your time acting as security. Just rotate it and simulate it where you get to be, you know, essentially helping with that. I do not like how they see. Look at this. There are many people in line for this one bartender who I don't know why they don't distribute equally. That's my issue. They're like, well, there's space left in your queue, so we're gonna go for you. It's like, no, there's another bartender right there, perfectly capable of serving people. Perfectly capable. perfectly talented. I can't say that I'm paying him to do it because I'm not, but apparently employees don't cost anything in this game. But they're there. They're doing their job. Hopefully tonight we'll earn some reputation, because we need some reputation. Have enough here, enough services for everyone to get what they want. Send security. Quarrel at the bar is no good. I've got to keep processing people through, because people will be unhappy if the queue is full. And they're like, well, then I can't get my drink on at all. It's clearly not the case. Don't know if people need a few other places to sit. Put down another table. Will that make people happier? I can do that if I don't have enough. I'm making enough money to be able to do that. Because I'll have 3,000 at the end of the night. And client report. Got security on the way. Grid to staff. Port. Alright. Lots of security happen. I am very happy I have two. All three security issues addressed simultaneous. That to staff. Get that beverage processed so we get money for it. There we go. 20 reputation. That's better. Alright. Let's see if we can't add a little more. I'm slightly worried I don't have enough places for sit down. So we're going to do that. We're going to come here. That. We're going to do that. Do that. That. Fall off. There we go. Another table. Now, to meet the scenario objective and book a show, we come in here. She doesn't want to come until we have 50 reputation. So we've got the money, we've got that. We just gotta now go through days. And so we're back in this grind here. From like, yeah, I'm upgrading, but I'm not making that many interesting decisions. It's click the circles as quickly as they come up to hope that I just increase this number as fast as possible so I can do the next thing. So while there's, some fun design elements here, this nighttime, after you spend your first 15 minutes designing the basics of your club that you can afford, you're just going to be flipping through night cycles, repeating, holding down, spinning the circles on a closing loop. I think the game needs something more. If you wanted to make this more focused on the day side of things, that would be perfectly fine, because that's the management side of this. Is more management based. You just wanted to have the evening progress. Just kind of, you know, well, you hire people to do this, not so you can individually like click on them to speed them up. That's not what you do. Like there could be interesting decisions you have to make, which gets you a bonus of that. Like a customer is claiming, this, that, the other. You know, do you give them a free drink? Hey, maybe that increases your reputation but costs you money. Or, there's just other things that that could do. You know, maybe there's different reputations as there is. I don't know if getting known as a pushover or something. There's some mechanic where, you know, the more you do something, the less, the more people think they can get away with it in the future, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe you don't pull that out. If you want to keep it simple, you just like, you know, hey, do you comp them a drink or and get some reputation, or do you like you know maybe it does a hit to the employee morale because you're having you're not backing up your employee something. Those at least are more interesting, but I imagine there's if you don't actually make them interesting choices, they'll be minimal. Um, just simply, you know, having to call the employees over to every instance, like, no, that's why they exist. Employees are capable of doing that. That's why you don't have to do it yourself. The fact you have to call the employee to every incident. So it's not like you know, you can let it go. So they're making you pay attention in uninteresting ways at this moment. Like, how, like, yes, people are now leaving happy. The idea that you're going to have clientele who are intoxicated and need to be talked to or removed makes utter sense. You are now a problem. Sleeping client. Go. Door. Client. Has been reported to staff. My team will take care of it. I don't know why you had to go back there for. Go. And we earn some more reputation. Yeah, I need to go another night before I can done all this. It doesn't not give me the check mark for doing that, which is kind of annoying. I guess these are more optional check marks. Like I could go one more night, but at this point, like I know what I've got. Do I really need to like go one more night to know? It's like no. I know if I go one more night, it just increases the ticket cost by 50 and increases the number of clients by 20%. So, if the ticket price, so she's going to increase the ticket price by $50 and it's 100 or $50. 60 guests have to come to the door. And so for her to just break even, the fact that she's going to bring 20% more with her, maybe that helps with that. But maybe it just gives you some more reputation. People will be happier with a DJ there, or more opportunity to do that. So still, you may want to do events, but that's where we are on Disco Simulator. I think it's got some interesting, design aspects to it. I wish there were more ways to paint the walls, because that was a little lacking. But it's got some interesting design aspects. Planning out space with a queue could, also be important. I wish there were, other than just these bar stations, that the actual like bar items mattered a little bit. Like if there was like a bottle rack behind and that sped them up, security, if you put cameras up, security will automatically respond. Maybe that's, better. So eventually you get security camera coverage over your whole area. Um, you can also do it out here because sometimes there could be security issues with the bouncers. Um, again, for the janitor, if you have the janitor, if their whole point is to just clean the bathrooms, I'm almost at one point saying, well, why don't I just stick the janitor in the bathroom? Now it just sits there all night, so he's immediately available. But, maybe if there were other things like patrol areas, like, you may have a janitor patrol a bathroom, just to keep it there. And if there were other things like spills on the floor, you might have another janitor whose, whole job is to kind of watch the inside. And then, of course, for these like staff areas, like staff only doors, little things like that. But I don't think those are make or break. The thing that's breaking right now is that the night cycle like takes 5 minutes and is uninteresting. So you get 15 minutes to design your club, and then you do 5-minute uninteresting segments interspersed with maybe a minute interesting of changing your club and updating your club, because there's not a lot of management there. So while the game is functional and like it makes sense, the tutorial builds us up. The tasks it gave you were made it clear what you needed to do to build a functional club in this game. But I'm at the point where I'm like, so what? That's never a great spot to be in with a game, especially with so many games out there. But that's where we're going to leave this first look. So I want to say thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.